this project we're going to do for the Halloween 2020 collection is using the pumpkin stack and then the pumpkin die. We're going to put them together and see how they go. So these are our two dies that we're going to use this time. So let's just cut them out and then show you how easy they are to use. So get some tape. I've got my Charisma. So the Charisma is available as a free download. So you can go onto the Crate & Craft website and download it from there. So we've got the pumpkin on its own, and we can just pop our tape on there. So you can see how it just fits perfectly inside that Charisma. Just like that. And then we've got the pumpkin stack as well. So the pumpkin stack has the little cat on. I'm not going to use the little cat for this one, so I'm not actually going to cut it out. But as you saw, if you do the other project that I do on these with the little witch, I used it there. So you will, cut it out and just put it inside the die pack or whatever, and then you'll use it on another project. So pop those on there, and then we can cut them out using our die cutting machine. So again, these ones will all go through your smaller die cutting machines, anything from A5 upwards, or again your larger die cutting machines. So what you've also got, see if I can find them, is you've got these fantastic spiders webs dies. So you've got these, so you've got a lovely one here, you've got a flourish, and then you've got a corner die. And I've just cut these out of black, and that's given me this lovely spider's web corner. So I'm going to use that. And I've also, from the accessories, cut out the little hanging spider. Now that does come with Charisma, but I wanted it cut out of black. So let's see where that's gone. So that's what I needed for this. So you can cut these out as many times as you want, because we're going to create some decoupage with them. Let's pop that from there. There we are. And pop this out. Even though we've got all these little tendrils, it still cuts absolutely perfect. Now, the little bits are popped out from the eyes, but that's fine. That's how I want it this time. And also, we've got our pumpkin stack. Let's see if I can just pop that one out. There we go. How about that? Isn't that beautiful? Lovely stack of pumpkins. So let's get those out of the way, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So we're going to sort out the pumpkins in a minute. First thing we've got is I have got some of this ombre card. Now look at that. Isn't that a lovely ombre going from the rusty orange down to the green? I think it's nice, rather than just being black, it's to have something a little bit different. So we're going to take that one and I'm going to put that on my card base first. So I've just got a nice side opening card, and I can pop that on there. I think this started out as one of Linda Chapman's 10x7 card blanks that I just cut down to make it fit. Now again, from my old Halloween USB, I've just got some fun paper. So I've got one that's got sort of pumpkins on, but got quite a bit of black on as well. You can download so many Halloween papers, or you might already have some. So just pick a paper that you think works with the Halloween theme, and then we can pop that onto there. There we are, lovely. So we can just see all those colours poking out the side. Now this next layer is our white layer, and I'm going to put that on with some foam tape, but I'm not going to pop it on just yet, because the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my corner spider's web on first. So we can pop this on here. These are going to go just on there. Just popping these on all the way around. There we go. And that's going to go in the top, get it right, top left-hand corner. So I'm just going to leave a little border, top and bottom. And then I'm just going to get my spider's web. Now I'm going to have to trim a little bit off, and I'm going to pop him just there. Just pop him just there. And then let's trim a little bit off that, what do you call the bit that hangs down, the little, his web bit. So we can pop that behind there, so you can't see the join. There we are. Now, before we stick that down, I'm going to get rid of that little bit of glue. I'm going to get a fine line of black pen, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to follow that web, and I'm just going to come round, and then I'm just going to come down and pop a border on. Let's just go a little bit further and then down. Not trying to be straight, trying to do all curvy, and then link back up to there. And then I'm going to do a second layer just like that. Don't try and go slow. If you go too slow, it won't look natural. I find the quicker I do them, the better they look. And sometimes afterwards, they look better once you step away and you have a look. There we go. So we can see I've just now put, so we've got our spider's web creating our frame. Now that I've done that, I can put my foam tape on the back. So I couldn't put the foam tape on before because I needed to do the drawing. So excuse the enormous roll of foam tape, but as you can imagine, I get through quite a lot of it. So I just find it easier to buy on bulk. The only problem is it's not the easiest tape to get the backing off. Oh, there we go. That one's come off. Oh, there, we'll get that one. There you go. Sometimes it sticks, you see. There we are. There we are. Let's try and get the last one off. It separates sometimes. There we are. Oops. There we go. Right, so take this, oops, turned around now, and pop this onto my card base. So I've just got a little bit of that pattern paper showing around the outside. So now I want to get my pumpkin. So I'm going to start with my pumpkin stack and I'm going to just shape it ever so slightly. But it's really easy because can you see how you've got the cut lines in there? So it's really easy to shape and that can go on just there. So we can put glue gel down the centre, but because I want the edges to stick, I'm going to put a little bit of wet glue down those edges just so that they stick. So we can curve it a little bit and pop it on just there. There we go, got quite nice curve to that. Then I've got another one and I've cut the top pumpkin off. So we can just shape it again, just shape it round on all those cut lines and then pop that on there. So we're just creating our own decoupage here. So it's really easy to do when you look at your dies to work out where they go. So that one goes on there. And then the one I've just cut, I'll show you how easy it is. But if you do this right, you see, they join up where the stem should go. So we can cut through here, just through there, look. All I have to do is, it's almost like when you do toppers, you can just cut out the little pips. Let's just there, because I've got that one there, let's just trim that away to there. There we go. So you can see we've just got our final layer. So we can just pop around here. It might only be one day, my Halloween, but people put so much time and effort into Halloween, so it's really nice to be able to create cards that look just as good. There we are. So can you see? We've now added our first one on there. So then with the pumpkin heads, what I've done is I've just cut a little piece of black card and I'm going to put that behind the face, so that it puts black in the eyes. Now there is colour in behind the charisma if you wanted to catch the pieces in. Oops. There we go. There we go. So that's now put the black behind the eyes and I'm going to pop that. I'm going to overstack just there. So again, we're going to put some glue on. So I'll put more on that side than on that side because it just needs to pop there. So how fantastic that stack starting to look. So then I'm just going to get a second one. Actually, I might just trim this bit out and the stalk. There we go, just like that. There we go. And then we take that one and I'm on pin flare, and we're just going to put my pin flare glue just behind there to add that dimension, and we can pop that over there. Just like that. And then the final thing we need a sentiment. So again, I've used one of the sentiments from the download sheet that you can get, and that is just going to go up there. So that's balancing it out. So we've got that lovely detail in this corner, and then in that corner we've got that. So it's all about making sure it balances, because if you put it there, this corner looks a bit bare, definitely. So if we pop that in at that corner, pop that on just like that, how about that? So let me turn that around. So trick or treat. Now, I don't know about you, but a pumpkin in the door or the window was always a sign when my children were growing up that you're available for trick or treating. So I thought that was a perfect sentiment for a card with some pumpkins on.